Watch out, 'cause I've been here for a while. Take a breath, hold it tight. Trace the memory in every line. Does anyone feel what I feel? I know you're feeling what I feel. Oh, and every word is a piece of me. Every single note, every breath I breathe is a cry out. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. And I know I feel sloppy alone. I've been knocked down, dragged to the cold. Sticks and stones never really did hurt me. I shine this light for the world to see. I'm spilling blood out on the page in every song that I have made. There ain't no to me. I'm giving all to me. And when I step out on the stage, I sing my love, my fear and rage. For you all to see, for you all to say, yeah. Take a breath, feel the silence, give it a match and not ignite it. Make it open up your sky, put an ending to the night. Oh, I know I feel sloppy alone. I've been knocked down, dragged to the cold. Sticks and stones never really did hurt me. I shine this light for the world to see. I'm spilling blood out on the page in every song that I have made. There ain't no to me. I'm giving all to me. And when I step out on the stage, I sing my love, my fear and rage. For you all to see, for you all to say, yeah. If there's one thing I want from my life,
What's up, American Elite Racing?
Cool. Thanks.
How is it going, everybody? Welcome to the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. And as you just saw, a very cool video from Mr. Eric Jones, courtesy of Matt Langley. Mr. Matt, thank you so much for grabbing that for us. An awesome shout out right there from the Mr. 43 as we head to Knoxville Raceway here tonight, sprint car capital of the world. And to the left, of course, we have an outline of this very short dirt track. And to the right, we have some, well, actually just one, because we are under the lights here tonight for the ARCA Series here, racing with AtlantaRacing in the American Elite Racing Series. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. Going to be a crazy race, seeing these ARCA cars on the dirt. Well, if you follow us over on Twitter, you will see we have been doing some really nice and big giveaways with Lap Traffic Podcast and Throwback Brand. So go give both of those guys a follow. Go listen to Lap Traffic. Maybe get some of your favorite throwback gear from throwbackbrand.com. And you can win some. If you follow Atlanta Racing over on Twitter, we'll have some more giveaways coming at the end of the year. Well, as far as points are looking like right now, Jared Mogard is sitting up pretty. He is currently leading in points. Jamie Haynes second, with Nick going third, Charlie Mosley Jr. fourth, and Tyler B. Langer sitting in fifth. Matthew Boone's going to be sitting in sixth, with Chris Murphy seventh, Jose Ruiz eighth, Jordan Martin ninth, and John Osborne 10th here for the ARCA Series. And you can see right there, just below the cutoff line, is going to be Dylan Picklesmeyer, Corey Colby, Michael Carter, and James Nelson. And we are here. It's halfway through the season with tonight's race at Knoxville. We've got those four drivers, not dryers, we're not laundry machines, sitting right there under the playoffs. We'll see if they can get in next week, or next race, we should say. We head to Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's going to be so fun. A week from today is Christmas, so we will not have a broadcast next week. Jared Mogard is last week's winner. If you can remember correctly, he took it home. I was very excited about that. So, sorry the internet's being a little bit weird. I wonder if it's because it's getting holiday season. More people are home and chilling right now. But as of the ARCA drivers, they're on the track qualifying. Jared Mogard, your points leader, currently has the pole. We'll see if he can keep it. Let's go live. 3, 2, 1. You're going racing with the American Elite Racing ARCA Series in Atlanta Racing. And don't forget, you can subscribe on Twitch and YouTube if you so choose to keep up with the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. You can find us here every Sunday and Wednesday. We go live tonight to Knoxville Raceway on the dirt for these ARCA drivers. It could be what happens, though, as we have 45 seconds left in this qualifying session. And then we will be headed trackside for today's event. It looks like the only driver we have right now is the 23, and unfortunately we cut to him at just the wrong moment. He's going to be spinning out right here on the dirt, and that was Mr. Jose Ruiz. Well, I updated SDK today, and it switched some things around. So you see the gray right there at the top. That is because that's how I used to have. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to say it. I'm a bird. That's what it says. Okay. Well, looks like we have qualified here at Knoxville. Let's see what the starting grid is looking like. Jared Mogard is going to be sitting in first, taking that pole like we saw. Charlie Mosley Jr. second, with Matthew Boone third. Jamie Haynes starting fourth. Chris Murphy starting fifth. Looks like Dylan Picklesmeyer, he'll be starting sixth, with Matt Langley starting seventh. Michael Carter starting eighth. Neil Lapita starting ninth. And Jose Ruiz starting 10th. Sam Taylor's going to be starting 11th, with George Rencott starting 12th, Mark Parkhurst 13th, Nick Goen 14th, John Osborne 15th, Doug King 16th, Corey Kobe 17th, and Tyler Tayon. He's going to be the last of the 18 drivers competing for this win here tonight at Knoxville Raceway. See if we can't see these drivers lining up right now, and there they are getting ready for tonight's race. It's going to be a good one. I can tell you right now, it is going to be crazy. Well, hope everybody is having a great night, had a great week, and hopefully we'll have a great holiday season coming up here this week. Very excited to see family. Got family coming into town on, or I guess on the weekend, Christmas Eve. So very excited to see them. So excited to get on over to Disney. Fun. Well, any moment now, the pace truck will head off the track and lead these 18 drivers. It's 2 rows of 9. Gonna be going and mashing through the dirt here at Knoxville. I believe this is the only dirt track that we go to in the ARCA series this year. So very interested to see, especially, in the Cup series now when we see the dirt racing. You really see that side of the driver come out. Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson really ring a bell when you talk about stuff like that. Drivers headed now behind the pace truck, and we're looking to get racing here at Knoxville Raceway. Like we said, the national sprint car capital of the world. Seven of Jared Mogard with a slick-looking ARCA car, it says on the back, go hard or go home. Music's coming down as the pace truck will go down into pits this time by. And we're going to get going for tonight's American Elite Racing ARCA Series race. Mogard and Mosley Jr. Nose to nose for the start. Gotta wait for that green flag. Pace car, or pace truck, I should say, is off the track. Barney waves that, green flag.
Green.
And we are racing here tonight in Knoxville Raceway. And it's all on the dirt here. Jared Mogard leads into turn 2. Oh man, 38 of Matthew Boone really trying to hold on to that third place position. Got a little loose out of turn 2, but he's going to have a great drive into turn 3 and retain it right there. Drivers doing a really good job, though, of being cautious. I might speak too early, and I do, as the 4 gets into a collision with the 28. Good thing about the dirt, though, I feel like it's a little bit more forgiving. You can kind of roll your way out of an accident a little easier here than you could at other tracks. So that will be an advantage to these drivers as the fireworks look like they're going to be non-stop here tonight. They're still going off 3 laps into tonight's race. Let's go on board now with the 5 of Sam Taylor. Taking it on here at Knoxville. Out of Lincolnton, North Carolina, which I learned a lot of our drivers are from that town and go by L-Town Motorsports. So very, very cool to see right there. Jared Mogard, of course, last week's winner, a part of L-Town Motorsports, I believe. '89 of Charlie Mosley Jr. really impressing me here tonight. I'm sure impressing the virtual fans here on the track. He is a driver that we see, he's got his tracks. That's what it is. When he's good at a track, he's great at a track. And this is one of those tracks that I feel like he is great at. And he's coming out here tonight, holding on to second. And trying to possibly secure a win, get some more points. As we look back here, that's going to be the 28 of George Rincon. Getting super close to John Osborne, Doug King, and Neil Lapidus. These 4 drivers going to be going into the turn, and it can get slippery if you judge it wrong or judge it right. You could judge it right, and that 81 comes on down and slams you. Or you could judge it wrong, and the 16 comes up and slams the 81. The dirt, let me tell you something. It is something else. It ain't nothing like racing on any asphalt surface. I know a lot of people who watch this. You're drivers, you know how it is. But if you're not a driver, you don't play iRacing, I can tell you right now, I can go and whip it around an oval. But dirt racing's another sport, man. Pretty good in the 360s. That's about it. Well, big mover so far. It's going to include the 33 here of Mr. Nicholas Goen, defending AER ARCA Series champion. He has worked his way up 8 spots and looking to claim another one now from the 21 of Christopher Murphy, and he does so right before you. He's going to be entering the top 5 of 9 spots, as right behind him we see some action as well. That's going to be Michael Carter and Dylan Picklesmeyer side by side into the turn with some help from the 4 of Mark Parkhurst, his Kodak Chevrolet, trying to get on by, clean and collected. Now we see that 12 of Dylan getting to the wall, but he holds on to it. ACR Kool-Aid, a.k.a. Joel Conley, saying, "Go, Southern Canadian Racing." Joel, you would be very proud of your teammate right here from Mobile, Alabama, Charlie Mosley Jr. Up here in second place right now, as Nick Goen gets past the 53, Jamie Haynes, Mountain Dew Chevrolet, and he enters 4th place. Just saw a driver, I believe, yeah, it's going to be the 80 of Tyler Tayon. He is going to be very, very slow going around this track. Not too sure what the issue is he's just trying to let the, oh, that might have been it. I think he was just trying to let the pack by right there. ECR Kool-Aid saying, "Let's go Charlie Mosley Jr." Speaking of him, let's go on board and watch him whipping in and wheeling around Knoxville Raceway. On here with the cockpit view, you can get a really good indication of how these drivers are having to just oversteer and understeer to get this car corrected. This is what I mean when I say these are so much more difficult than the asphalt tracks. You can see it's, you know, what a lot of people would say is like a drift motion around the track. So, you know, it's not just going into the turn. It is whipping that back end out, keeping it forward, and getting as much speed as you can as you head to that straightaway. Looking back here, looks like Matt Langley and Sam Taylor right behind the 12 of Dylan Picklesmeyer as he is spitting up dirt. As we cross the start-finish line here in just 1 moment's time, they're going to be putting it at lap 15, 85 laps to go for these ARCA Series drivers.
All right, man.
And a caution is out. Caution is out on the track, and it looks like George Rincon in the 28 was involved. We're going to head on over to the Atlanta Racing Instant Replay and see what just happened right here with Mr. George Rincon. All right, watch that 28 right here as he is turning. Oh, and he oversteers just a little bit more, and he gets into the 14 of Neil Lapidus. Neil comes out pretty good right there. Love the Atlanta Racing on it. George Rincon going to be the first car. Getting a little bit of damage, but he'll be back on track. Bringing out the very first caution of the night. Take a look back, though, at that 14. I got to look. See if I can. Atlanta Racing and the Coca-Cola Toys for Tots Chevrolet. You love to see it. Beautiful drive here tonight by Neil Lapidus, and I don't think he even knew I love the Coca-Cola Santa thing. You know, it's corporate greed at its best. You know, trying to make money, but I don't know. There's a lot of nostalgia in that the Coca-Cola Christmas guy. I've always liked. We had cups when we were little that they were glass, but they had like the imprint of that Coke symbol. Very cool to see. 7 of Jared Mogart still leads tonight's race. Charlie Mosley Jr. second, right where those two drivers started. Nick Goen, though, he's going to be up to third, pushing back Matthew Boone 1 spot. Chris Murphy, he is in 5th where he started, with Jamie Haynes down 2 from 4th. Art Parkhurst, big money moves here tonight at Knoxville. He's going to be up 6 spots. Starting in 13th, Michael Carter in 8th where he started, with Dylan Picklesmeyer down 3 spots from 6th. Sam Taylor, he's going to be right here with Matt Langley. All right, maybe it's actually Matt Langley going to be starting 10th, down 3 spots from 7th. So that is the run of your top 10 drivers right now. Music's going to be coming down as it looks like we will be going green flag racing at any moment. Starter cam goes. Barney gets ready with the green flag. Tony's in the blimp cam, and we're racing at Knoxville, baby. Looking back off Jaron Mogart, 7 right here. Charlie Mosley Jr., he is very, very close here for the restart. Giving him a run for his money. They are going into the turn crazy like. 5 to the outside, trying to get past the 12. Not going to work now. We see the 2 and the 12. That's Michael Carter and Dylan Picklesmeyer going to be side by side. Let's go on board with Mr. Michael Carter. From Jacksonville, Alabama, racing it, trying to get to the playoffs here at Knoxville Raceway. Even the cars just sound so much different because you've got that dirt being thrown up there as well. And it looks like just for a moment, Neil Lapidus was going to have it, but the 81 and John Osborne, oh no! They're almost going to make it 3 wide with Jose Ruiz. Ruiz, of course, saw him a little bit during the qualifying session of tonight's race. Now it's the battle for first. Charlie Mosley Jr. to the inside of Jaron Mogard. They're going to be nose-to-nose into the turn. Charlie Mosley Jr. trying to hold on to it. Getting a little bit loose out of turn 2. Woo! He got into the wall right there as well. And that is going to give the momentum to Mr. Nick going down to the inside. He is going to be running it now for second place. Trying to get up here to the 7 and take it away from Jaron Mogard. This is very similar to the last race we had for the American Elite Racing Series, where we only saw 3 lead changes, and most of those happened within the last 20 laps. So it was an insane race. Very great race from those drivers, as Mosley Jr. will lose it right here to Nick Goen, who comes up into second. Matthew Boone, though, keeping it up here in the 4th, trying to get back to his starting position of 3rd place. Let's go on board. Oh, and it does look like we have a wreck. Neil Lapidus in the 14. It's a single car incident. He's going to get it turned around quite quickly and back on track. Before I can even finish the sentence, here comes the 7 of Jaron Mogard, though, looking to do some lapping on Neil Lapidus. And it looks like Neil is going to get back on time and trying to keep it on the lead lap here at Knoxville. He's actually down already 1 lap. Jeremiah Nelson saying, tell Pickle to stand on that thing. Talking about Mr. Dylan Picklesmeyer right here in the 12 car. He's down 4 spots here tonight, but we know one thing about Mr. Dylan Picklesmeyer. He can pick up those positions extremely quick. You know, it's almost like you go into Call of Duty and you're picking your strength. All these drivers have their perks, you could say. They're all different in a great way. And Nick Goen and Dylan Picklesmeyer, too, that you will see just take away those positions super quick, especially here tonight at Knoxville. 26 out of 100 laps to go, 74 remaining here. Thank you so much for watching Atlanta Racing. You can find us here every Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series and the Throwback Grand Cup. That's last season, I apologize. Throwback Cup Series. It's always fun watching those 87s wheeling and dealing. We saw them at Sonoma, and it was insane. But here tonight in Knoxville, we're seeing a totally different thing with the ARCA cars. They're racing on the dirt as the 14 of Neil Lapidus gets passed by the 7 of Jared Mogard and the 33 of Nick Goen. Now looking to the 4 and the 21, that's Mark Parkhurst and Mr. Christopher Murphy going at it to get into the top 5. Parkhurst is going to pull it off, but can he hold on to it into the turn? As one thing, you got to angle it right and just gain that speed out of the turn as much as you can. And you can see that 21 lost his back end just a little bit more than that 4. It's going to give all that advantage to the 4 car. 21's going to have to work a little harder. And now we see the 12 of Dylan Picklesmeyer. Not too sure what's happened with that Chevrolet, but he is going to be headed down into pit road. One of the only drivers right now on pit road. And it looks like Neil Lapidus has crashed again off the track. Down on the apron, he is pretty dang good at spinning that thing around. 14 back onto the track. Dylan Picklesmeyer down at pits, and the 7 of Jared Mogard leads, but Nick Goen trying to catch up very, very quick. Well, Charlie Mosley Jr., even though he got passed for that second place spot, he is not giving up whatsoever. Still just right here to the back of the 33. And Goen is going to have a great run down to the inside, getting some position on the 7 of Mogard. Jared Mogard in the 7 up here leading is definitely going to have to hold on to it and make pretty much no mistakes if he wants to maintain the lead. Nick Goen will catch it right out from under you, but same thing with Nick Goen. No mistakes or Mogard's going to take off. Looks like they are now coming back to lap the 14, and right in front of the 14. Looks like we do have a little bit of a battle between John Osborne in the 81 and Jose Ruiz. I apologize, not Jose Ruiz. That is Mr. George Rincon, who is actually a lap down at the moment. So oh, and it looks like we do have another incident on the track, possibly. Wasn't quite able to make it over here in time. Possibly an incident with Neil Lapidus popped up. Maybe something very minor. But no caution coming out for a single car incident like that. From Columbus, Indiana, Mr. Neil Lapidus rocking the 14 Chevrolet here. And I would have to guess that 14 is in honor of Mr. Tony Stewart. He lives over there near him. Well, it is a complete mess as the 7 and the 33 have entered lap traffic, and it is now just put obstacles all in between. Mogard gets onto the back bumper of Ruiz just a little bit, and that is going to send him down, trying to get out of the way for these lead drivers. Ruiz never really somebody that's going to stand up or try to race in that pack when he is down a lap. He's going to try to let them go, but it'd be extremely hard to try to get down on the dirt. Start slinging you up real quick, as Nick Goen will lose a little time on Jared Mogard during that bunch up in the pack. 10 drivers remain on the lead lap at the current moment. Last of those will be Mr. Matt Langley. There he. Oh, the caution is out. Caution is out. 10 of Corey Colby has crashed. And that is going to bring out the second caution of the night. Let's go back to the Atlanta Racing instant replay and see what just happened with the 10 of Corey Colby. Oh, and it looks like the 14 of Neil Lapidus is going to get into the back of the 10 of Corey Colby and spin him around. to bring out that second caution. Let's go take a look one more time at the Atlanta Racing Instant Replay. Let's go to the viewpoint right here of Mr. Neil Lapidus. And that right there is going to bring out that caution, unfortunately. Well, we are going to go back live right now to your leaders here at Knoxville Raceway. Mr. Jared Mogard leads the race with Nick Goen in second, Charlie Mosley Jr. third, Matthew Boone fourth, and Mark Parkhurst in fifth. 38 out of 100 laps, 39 out of 100 laps completed here at Knoxville. Once again, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in to this beautiful race here under the lights. Don't forget, we'll have an interview with tonight's race winner just after the race.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are back. Green flag racing at Knoxville Raceway. 7 of Jared Mogard still leads the 33 of Nick Goen. Coming up here in Charlie Mosley Jr. Matthew Boone going to be coming up to the back of the 33 extremely quickly. Now going to be making it almost 3 wide. 89 and 38 touch into turn 3. Here also comes the 4 of Mr. Mark Parkhurst. From Enfield, New Hampshire, Mark Parkhurst up here 8 spots at Knoxville Raceway. Currently in the top 5. And Nick Goen in the 7 of Jared Mogard are just going at it. Wall-to-wall action right now. My Lord, the 33 is trying to get as much speed as he can out of those corners. Nick Goen running the line here at Knoxville. I mean, look at this. Slinging that back end. What a race here between Jared Mogard and Nick Goen. Here is some lap traffic. That's going to be the 14 of Neil Lapidus. He's going to slow down for the race leaders. Almost, if not a little bit of contact between the 7 and the 33. Nick Goen is going to have to heck on the brakes right there. I mean, this is a whole definition to wheeling and dealing at Knoxville Raceway. It's the sprint car capital of the world for a reason, baby. We're here. On the nose now of Nick Goen. This is the battle to watch, and also back here, we've got some action. Matthew Boone, Chris Murphy, Charlie Mosley Jr. all going at it. There goes Mosley Jr., Murphy, Parkhurst, Haynes. Whoa, and that 38 really oversteering right there. He's going to slow himself up and allow the 21 of Christopher Murphy to get extremely close just on that back bumper now of Matthew Boone. Oh, and it looks like we have a wreck. Got two wrecks. 28 of George Rincon has crashed, and Matthew Boone has crashed as well. Two incidents separate happening at the same time here tonight at Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at the first one. That's going to involve the 28 of Mr. George Rincon. Let's see what happened. Just steers it super far up to the wall and just too much on his car right there. That's going to spin him out. And now let's take a look at what happened with Mr. Matthew Boone on the track. Watching that O'Reilly 38 Chevrolet. I think he might have gotten into the wall as well. Oh yeah, very hard hit from the wall, and the Ford just barely misses him. Great job from Mark Parkhurst not getting involved with that incident. Like we said, those two incidents happening at the same time. That will bring out the third caution of the night. Matthew Boone heads down the pits trying to get everything repaired. Nick Goen going to be leading tonight's race still, or not tonight still. He overtook Jared Mogard. He is your new race leader for the first time tonight. Jared Mogard down one spot into second. Charlie Mosley Jr. down one spot into third. Chris Murphy up into fourth, and Mark Parkhurst up here into fifth. Looks like maybe another little incident with Corey Kobe. Not sure what happened, but he will be coming back right here behind the Paints car as we have completed half of tonight's laps here at Knoxville Raceway. Once again, greatly appreciate you so much for tuning into tonight's race. And the Pace truck does look like it's going to be turning off those lights, so we'll be headed down for green flag conditions in just one moment's time. Very excited to see the final moments of this race. See what these drivers got. Pace truck is off the track, and here we come around turn 4 for the third restart of the night.
Green.
It's Goen in Mogard. Green flag racing here in Knoxville. Goen giving you the money shots already. Explorian saying, let's go Murphy. Talking about, of course, the 21 of Christopher Murphy up one spot here tonight. Started in the top 5. Been having a great drive so far, but now we see some contention. The 4 Mark Parkhurst. Mosley Jr. holding on to third. You see him wheeling and dealing, trying to make the blocks while also holding on to it at the dirt track here at Knoxville Raceway. Nick Goen still leading Mr. Jared Mogard, but most of the action is right behind him as we almost go 3 wide as Matthew Boone trying to make up some time here from that last incident. 53 of Jamie Haynes trying to get past the 4 for a shot into the top 5. Gotta love his Mountain Dew car here. One of my favorite flavors, Mountain Dew High Wire. Live Wire, I'm sorry, not High Wire. Mine's in a different place. Did not think that. Mountain Dew Live Wire, I'm sorry. If you have not had it, even if you're not a big fan of orange stuff, I am a huge fan of like orange flavor, like creamsicle, orange, anything orange, I love it. But it's really good no matter what. It's one of the best Mountain Dew flavors I've ever had. Yeah, Live Wire car is going. Let's talk about it. Jamie Haynes taking it into the top 5. Oh, man, and getting very close right there in the 2 of Mr. Michael Carter. Getting a little loose, but he recovers very well. Now it's a battle. Jamie Haynes getting overtaken once again from the 4 car of Mark Parkhurst. Trying to make it a Kodak moment. We got a wreck.
All right,
Matthew
man,
Boone wrecking exactly like we just saw. Exactly like we just saw. we're going to go back to the Atlanta Racing Instant Replay and actually show you both of those replays. So here is the replay of what just happened on the track with Mr. Matthew Boone. Watching that 38 O'Reilly. I mean, even the replay is almost camera framed. Oh, and he gets into it with the 12. Big hit right there in the wall. That is the only difference, is that hit into the wall. Now let's go back and see that incident with Mr. Matthew Boone that happened just a moment earlier before this incident. See, same camera angle. Looks like we're almost playing the same replay. Then 38 right here, getting into the wall just out of turn 2. So very similar incident right there with Mr. Matthew Boone. Unfortunately, you saw that 38 trying so hard to grind his way back up to the top, but came back, and unfortunately, same little scenario right there into the wall. And oh man, 60 laps completed out of 140 laps to go here at Knoxville Raceway for these American Elite Racing ARCA Series drivers. Tonight's race, of course, presented by Atlanta Racing, and thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a fun race so far. I love seeing these ARCA cars out here in the dirt, and the fans have certainly shown up for tonight's race, which is always a beautiful sight. Pace truck has already turned off those pearly yellows, so we're turning the music down to the wire as we are looking to go Green Flag Racing here at Knoxville Raceway. And Special Lad coming in, baby, with a 300 bit domination. Slinging mud and loving it, says Sammy Harrell, as we're back here at Knoxville. Jared Mogard comes up and takes the lead away from the 33 of Goen. Goen is not going to have it, though. He's coming up the outside. Nick Goen with the advantage right here, crossing the start-finish line. He will come back into first place. 21 of Chris Murphy up here into 5th. And Mr. Jamie Haynes still trying to get his way up there. He's still sitting in 6th place for Southern Canadian Racing. Oh, and into the wall he goes from Stewart, Virginia, Mr. Jamie Haynes. And that's going to give a little bit of a time for the 5 and the 2, Taylor and Carter, to catch up here in the 21. Chris Murphy just really cutting it low to the inside. From Union, Washington. Man, oh man, it must be nice. It's 5:35 over there right now. It'd be really cool to just race these races in, you know, afternoon time. Well, Goen still leading on Jared Mogard, but it's still a very close race. Mogard now trying to make it move up to the inside. You can see that 33 is just wilding out here in Knoxville. Yeah, ouch is right, Mr. Special Ed. And you can see these drivers, the farther the race goes in length. We started all out down to the inside. Now everybody's running the wall as we are running out of tires. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. 7 of Jared Molgard getting a big slowdown right there behind Nick Goen. He must have gotten slipped up in the mud.
All right, man. Caution is
Oh,
out.
and a caution
is out.
comes out here tonight. Let's see who is involved. Looks like that is going to take on the 28 of John Osborne as we are under caution once again. Go to that Atlanta Racing Instant Replay and see just exactly what happened with Mr. John Osborne. Watching that Cinnamon Toast Crunch 81. Oh, and he gets a tap from the 12. Similar to what happened to Matthew Boone last caution. A little tap from the 12. That's going to send 81 into a 360 and bring out the caution once again here at Knoxville. Fifth caution of the night, 30 laps to go. These drivers, the American Elite Racing ARCA Series, baby. Well, Goen has a little bit of work ahead of him with Jared Mogard and Charlie Mosley Jr. right there. Three very strong drivers here in Knoxville. They all qualified up here very, very close to the top. But Nick Goen did not. He had to work his way through the field, and he is not going to give it up just like that. So it's going to be nose-to-nose, battle-to-battle, turn-by-turn action here in Knoxville as we complete the next 29 laps here for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. Once again, you can find us here every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Wednesdays for the Throwback Series. Music's coming down as we have a live look right here on board camera with Nick Goen. He is trying to hold off that 7. He's going to pick the top as those drivers are wearing down those tires. Telling you, it's going to make a huge difference how much you saved here at the beginning when it gets to the end. Pace truck is off the track, and we're looking to go racing once again. Green flag is out. We're back at it. Nick Goen leading here at Knoxville. Jared Mogard making up for those mistakes he had earlier. Caution regrouped him. Now Mogard down to the inside. He's going to be your race leader. Nick Goen turning left and right. Back bumper just coming out from under him. Every sense of the manner on the back stretch. And now the 33 nose to nose with Jared Mogard. Nick Goen trying his hardest not to get into that wall and just take all the momentum from that outside line. He is going to pull just out in front of the 7 of Mogard. 25 to go in Knoxville. Let me tell you something. Neither of these drivers have any room for a mistake right now. One little mistake could cost you the race. And now that you are gaining on this third place driver, it's going to be a battle between first and second. Definitely the most exciting thing on the track right now as other drivers have eased out just a good bit. Oh, you know what? I spoke too soon. Mosley Jr. right here. And we got a crash. Sam Taylor. He's going to recover possibly a single car incident. He's back on the track. Couldn't even get over to him in time. Mogard and Goen still battling it out like it's the last lap.
All right, man. Caution
And a
is out.
caution comes out. Haynes has crashed. Mr. Jamie Haynes, unfortunately, crashing his 53 Chevrolet tonight. Let's go to the Atlanta Racing Instant Replay and see what just happened. Oh, man, and he just gets into that wall heavy right there. Not sure if that blew a tire or what, but he is completely stopped into the entrance of turn 1. 16 to Douglas King having to work his way around as a couple drivers do the same. 53 just holding on to it right there. Man, oh man, Jamie Haynes, he was trying to break into the top 5. Unfortunately, that is going to push him back into 12th. Bruce Apocalypse says, "What's the matter, Earnhardt? Scared of a little competition? Just as poor as stinking as you." You don't know what that's from. That is from the NASCAR episode of South Park. Me and Bruce Apocalypse were playing a little Xbox earlier and talking about all of our favorite South Park episodes. We were talking about the NASCAR one, of course. You gotta love it. Cartman thinks the more cream he eats and the stupider he becomes, better NASCAR driver he will become. But in fact, he just begins to wreck everybody. Yeah. I think he actually gets a sponsor from Vagisil. That was interesting. Remember the guy, he's like, "That's my wife, and you can use this product every day. Every day." I remember that from that episode. That used to kill me laughing. All right, music's coming down as we're looking to go green flag racing. What up, Chris Fafke? Hope you're having a fantastic night, my friend. Then just stopping by. Shout out Mr. AtlantaRacing. Thank you so much, Chris. Hate to not see you here tonight, bud. Special ed saying City Wall. Oh, City, I can't remember that restaurant, but yes. I believe that is from, oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Green flag racing here in Knoxville Raceway. Let's go for the American League Racing ARCA Series. 19 laps to go, baby. Special Ed says, "God dang, look, this monster owes me about $350. Jerry Mogard cutting it down to the inside. He's going to pull out in front of Nick going into turn 4. Now going to the inside. Oh my gosh! Going is into the wall heavy, but he holds on to it. 7 of Jaron Mogard takes the lead. And a caution is out. A domino effect here at Knoxville Raceway, as I believe a lot of drivers had to possibly check up for that incident. Let's take a look as it looks John Osborne, the 81, involved, unfortunately, in this incident. Let's take a look at that Cinnamon Toast Crunch 81, who was just involved in the last one. Oh, and the 81 oversteers just a little bit, clips the 5 and spins himself around. That is going to be a move that puts John Osborne out of the top 10, unfortunately. And what did I just see pop up on my screen? Special Ed with the 350-bit donation. Gotta love it, baby. Thank you so much, Special Ed. Greatly appreciate that, sir. Chris Fafke saying, "Great call as always." Thank you, sir. Killing time before I grid myself. Hope you have a great race, my friend, and enjoy it tonight. You're lucky you live, on another time zone closer to the West Coast because, man, it's nice. I'm sure it's only like 6 there, 6:46. It'd be nice to, race where when other leagues were doing like 10 o'clock races, 11 o'clock races. Man, I wish I could race and broadcast for some of those. Or, even these, if you wanted to push these back, just having that flexibility is nice. Special Ed says he needs about 350. Yes. Oh my God. Now I get it. Now I get why you donated 350. That all makes sense. Special Ed, you're a character. Thank you so much, buddy. Greatly appreciate that, sir. As the music comes down, Pace Truck has turned off those pearly yellows with Jared Mogard leading with Nick going next to him. We're going to have 14 to go at the line for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. 42's fan just said, just wanted to say I've really missed this and listening to you announce. Thank you so much, 42's fan. Greatly appreciate that. Hope you're having a great night, and thank you for being so kind. We have missed you in the chat.
Green flag, green
Drivers
flag.
are back. Green flag racing here at Knoxville Raceway. Mogard immediately takes the lead. Going! Coming down hard to the 4 of Mark Parkhurst, and that is going to send the field spinning into turn 2. Jose Ruiz and the 2 of Michael Carter get involved, and that was a heap of madness right there. Let's go to the Atlanta Racing Instant Replay and see what just happened with these drivers. Watching Jose Ruiz and all the ones in front of him. 33 booms the 4 right there. Nick going into the 4, Mark Parkhurst, and then Jose Ruiz looks like he gets into the 2. And that will bring out the caution. 42's fan, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. We're going to go back live here tonight for this race at Knoxville. Just came back out from under caution, but we're back here. 13 laps to go for these drivers. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a green light caution here at Knoxville. All right, I apologize for the short break, but I had to go grab some water really quick before we head back green flag racing. 10 to go. Mark Parkhurst now up here with the 7 of Jared Mogard. Nick Going trails in 3rd with Chris Murphy 4th and Sam Taylor 5th. And we're about to be back here at Knoxville Raceway. Music's coming down as the pace truck's headed off the track. And we're back going for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. Side by side right there, Parkhurst and Going. Going's going to try to take it up here to the 7 of Mogard. Here comes the 33 to the inside, getting really close. Looks like Charlie Mosley Jr. having to do some blocking back here. Oh, man, and both drivers in the lead getting into the wall. We're not at Darlington, but you would think we were. They are wheeling these things, wheeling and dealing. Let's go to the cockpit right now and watch them on board. Oops, that's not the right one. Oh, man, and the 7 of Mogard into the wall heavy. 33 is going to cut it down low, trying to avoid any kind of collision with the 7. Oh! Nick Going into the wall heavy. Hey, Scott. Stevenham and Jared Mogard doing the same. And 42's fan says, apparently I'm at my 3-month mark. I keep getting told to leave a message. So again, thank you for making it exciting and fun. 42's fan, thank you so much for subscribing. 3 months with Prime. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. For anybody that subscribes, thank you so much. I remember I used to have like 30, 40, and now I've got like 7. So thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. There was a while, I think a couple months, we didn't broadcast for PSES as much, and definitely put a damper on things. Mogard leads with 4 to go. 3 at the line. Nick going. Not as close as he was. Can he pull off of Mogard's mistakes, or will Jared Mogard, your points leader, take home the win? Jesus, talk about wheeling and dealing. They are scraping them to the bone. Action back here between Corey Kobe, Jose Ruiz, and Matt Langley. But we are about to be at 1 to go here at Knoxville Raceway. Nick going. Nowhere near Jared Mogard as he takes on the final lap. Now Chris Murphy coming out in front of Nick going for second. White flag is out at Knoxville Raceway for the American Elite Racing ARCA Series. Your current points leader, Jared Mogard, winning at Knoxville Raceway. What a win and what a race from these American Elite Racing ARCA Series drivers. We will have your final race results in just 1 moment's time. Looks like Nick Goen will get second, Chris Murphy third. Oh, and it looks like Sniper Evolving. Thank you so much for following on Twitch. Greatly appreciate that, my friend. Mosley Jr. getting 4th, Sam Taylor 5th, Jamie Haynes 6th, Michael Carter 7th, Mark Parkhurst 8th, Dylan Picklesmeyer 9th, Corey Kobe 10th, and Jose Ruiz 11th. Matt Langley getting 12th with John Osborne 13th, George Rincon 14th, Tyler Tayon 15th, Matthew Boone 16th, Doug King 17th, Neil Lapidus 18th here at the track. Knoxville Raceway, baby. Sprint car capital of the world. Jeremiah Nelson saying those two put a good show on. Saying Sniper Evolving, God, I love seeing cars on dirt that you don't normally. And Jeremiah saying, my boy Sam got a top 5, baby. He sure did, but right now, all eyes on Jared Mogard as he is down in victory lane looking to get his post-race interview. So we're going to give it to him right now. Let's go see what Jared Mogard has to say about driving on the dirt in these ARCA cars. We know it was not easy for him. Oh. It looks like Jared Mogard is not in the Discord. Oh, no, he's in here. Jared, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing good. You took home the win tonight in Knoxville. It's a dirt track for these ARCA cars. How was it for you, and what was the toughest part about wheeling these things around?
You know, it was pretty good. I'm a dirt guy, so I felt right at home. The tricky part was actually running the top there, that cushion. It felt like when you get on it, how heavy these cars are, they kind of just want to spin themselves out on the cushion. So I had to be really careful up there and try and keep it out of the wall. You know, when you get into the wall here, it kind of sucks you in, and you just lose a lot of speed, and it's tough to get out of it. So just toughest part was, you know, just trying to run that cushion, not spin it out, keep it off the wall.
Hey, man, well, you made it happen. I don't know how y'all do this, dude. Racing these ARCA cars in Knoxville, I don't know how you did it, but you made it work. I even said in the stream, you know, this is where those drivers that kind of come from a dirt series background are really going to shine. And you said it right there. You know, you're more of a dirt guy, and we definitely saw that here tonight. You really put on a show. I already had 2 of my friends message me who watched the stream saying that was a heck of a race. So, Jared, you took home the win at Knoxville, buddy. Big congrats, and enjoy the rest of your night celebrating. Anybody you want to shout out or thank, though, before we head off tonight's stream?
Yeah, most definitely. I gotta shout out to Nick. That was a really fun race with him there. I think if he doesn't take the bottom on the one restart there, he probably ends up winning it. I was trying to diamond it. I could get him there, but I just couldn't get enough off. And he had a good run. So congrats to him. It was a fun race with him. But I just gotta thank TDS Internet, IBA Power Computers, Asus Monitors, Twitchy Race Reports, Jamie and everybody for putting on this series, and you guys as well, or you for doing the broadcast as well. And we'll enjoy this one and get ready for the truck race here tomorrow.
Hey, sounds like a plan, Mr. Mogard. Jared Mogard taking home the win at Knoxville Raceway. Hope you have a great night, buddy. Enjoy that win.
Hey, thanks. You too, and have a happy holidays. We'll see you after the new year.
Yes, sir. Have a happy holiday, sir. All right, well, Jared is going to be heading back down into his group, and we are going to be heading off tonight's stream. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. It was a fantastic race here at Knoxville Raceway. Don't forget, though, we've got the Throwback Cup Series coming to you live on Wednesday. It's a race you don't want to miss. We'll have it all for you live Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I feel like I'm doing a promo for ABC or CBS. Thanks everybody for coming out, and have a good night.